The 2020 U.S. presidential election was marked by an unprecedented wave of digital manipulation, strategic misinformation, and politically motivated propaganda. In the midst of a high-stakes race, the conservative forces, backed by some of the most influential figures in American politics, unleashed a coordinated and highly deceptive campaign aimed at undermining the Democratic ticket. Among the primary targets of this campaign was Vice President Kamala Harris, whose approval rating was strategically chipped away through a series of shocking, false, and manipulative advertisements. At the center of this operation were two major political powerhouses, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. While these two men are usually associated with separate corners of American political life, their alliance in this effort revealed the dark side of political manipulation. The scale of their campaign was truly jaw-dropping, with a staggering $45 million spent on ads designed to deceive, confuse, and ultimately turn voters against Kamala Harris, while simultaneously pushing the GOP's own agenda. What followed was a carefully orchestrated campaign that targeted Kamala Harris's supporters, specifically those who might have been persuaded by certain aspects of her policies. These deceptive ads were meticulously designed to target specific voter groups, including Muslim Americans, progressive voters, and conservative-leaning independents. In this video, we will break down the hidden truth behind this campaign, the methods used, and the broader implications for democracy. The shocking $45 million campaign. The story of this campaign begins with an alliance of conservative political operatives, including former staffers from Ron DeSantis' presidential campaign. These operatives helped establish an organization called Building America's Future, a deceptively benign-sounding political action committee, PAC, that, in reality, was one of the most insidious players in this effort to manipulate voters. The PAC's mission was clear: manipulate the political landscape by distorting Kamala Harris's image, undermine her support base, and turn critical voting groups against her. By using highly targeted, focus group-tested ads, they sought to exploit every vulnerability and capitalize on the cultural divides within the country. At the helm of this operation, none other than Elon Musk and his network of advisors. Musk, with his vast wealth and influence, became a financial lifeline for the campaign, providing the necessary funds to execute this massive digital assault. The deceptive ads. The ads themselves were a masterclass in manipulation. They were carefully crafted to appear as if they came directly from Kamala Harris or her campaign, a tactic designed to confuse and deceive. Here are just a few of the key examples of these ads. Pro-Israel ads targeting Muslim voters. One of the most insidious ads targeted Muslim American voters in Michigan, a critical battleground state. The ad purported to praise Kamala Harris for her support of Israel, including the fact that she had married a Jewish man. The ad was designed to highlight Harris's ties to Israel and, in doing so, turn Muslim voters away from her. The ad's message was clear: if you are Muslim, Kamala Harris is not on your side. While the ad presented itself as a positive message about Harris, its real purpose was to alienate an important demographic that had supported the Democrats in previous elections. By framing Harris as someone aligned with Israel's policies in the Middle East, the ad aimed to fuel division and cast doubt on her commitment to the Muslim community. Targeting conservative voters with fears of Harris's progressive agenda, another ad aimed at conservative-leaning independents was designed to create fear about Harris's progressive policies. The ad suggested that her support for a bold, progressive agenda would threaten the fabric of American democracy. It appealed to the concerns of voters who are already apprehensive about the future of the country under a Democratic administration, but it twisted her policies into something more dangerous and extreme than they were. Progressive voters. Harris's betrayal of the progressive dream. A third ad targeted Harris's progressive base, accusing her of abandoning the progressive movement. The ad painted Harris as someone who had betrayed the values that she had previously championed, focusing on issues such as her stance on healthcare, criminal justice reform, and climate change. This ad sought to demoralize progressive voters, making them feel as though Harris was no longer the candidate they had hoped for. Each of these ads was targeted to specific groups, and they were rolled out in the final weeks of the campaign, during a crucial period when every vote mattered. The intent was clear: create doubt, confusion, and division among key voter groups, thus driving down Harris's support. The role of Facebook and Google in spreading the deception. As the campaign raged on, it became clear that these ads were not just scattered throughout the internet. They were being strategically placed on social media platforms, particularly Facebook and Google, where they could reach specific individuals with precision. These platforms, with their vast data collection tools, allowed the campaign to micro-target voters based on their preferences, behaviors, and political leanings. In the weeks leading up to the election, these ads began to appear more frequently in voters' social media feeds. The language was crafted to sound like an official message from Kamala Harris herself, with one of the ads even including the phrase, "This is a real Kamala Harris ad." This tactic was designed to create a sense of legitimacy, to make voters believe that the content they were seeing was endorsed by Harris's own campaign. The effectiveness of this tactic cannot be overstated. Social media ads, when expertly targeted and framed, can have a profound impact on voter perception. And this campaign took full advantage of that. By the time it was discovered, the damage had already been done. The ads had infiltrated the minds of many voters, particularly those who were on the fence or had not yet fully made up their minds. Musk and Trump's dark alliance. At the center of this campaign was Elon Musk, the billionaire tech mogul who played a pivotal role in funding and supporting these deceptive ads. Musk's involvement in this operation represents a disturbing new chapter in the intersection of technology, money, and politics. Musk, who had already shown his support for Donald Trump in various ways, took things to a new level by using his vast wealth and influence to back a campaign aimed at destroying Kamala Harris's reputation. The fact that Musk was able to use his resources to fund this campaign speaks to the power of private money in modern American politics. With Musk's backing, the campaign was able to execute its digital assault on a scale that would have been impossible for traditional political campaigns to replicate. This effort was not just about spreading misinformation, it was about exploiting the digital landscape to sway elections in favor of a specific agenda. Musk's relationship with Trump is a significant factor in understanding why he would back such a campaign. Over the years, Musk and Trump have developed a symbiotic relationship, one that has only deepened with time. Trump, whose political fortunes were buoyed by Musk's support, found a powerful ally in the tech mogul. Musk, for his part, has benefited from Trump's policies and rhetoric, including his support for deregulation and tax cuts. But the real danger here is the way Musk and Trump are using their combined resources to shape the political narrative. With the support of figures like Musk, Trump has been able to push his agenda further, using deceptive tactics and digital manipulation to secure his political power. The broader implications. The $45 million campaign to destroy Kamala Harris was just one part of a much larger effort to manipulate American democracy. This campaign was part of a broader effort by right-wing forces to undermine the Democratic Party and shape the narrative around key issues like progressive policies, foreign policy, and racial justice. But more than that, it represents a disturbing trend in modern politics where money, technology, and misinformation are used to manipulate public opinion and influence elections. The use of social media platforms like Facebook and Google to spread lies and distort the truth is particularly concerning. These platforms, once seen as tools for democratizing information, have now become vehicles for spreading disinformation and sowing division. The role of tech companies in shaping the political discourse is a subject that needs urgent attention. In the end, the most troubling aspect of this campaign is the fact that it was designed to target the very heart of democracy, the voter. By manipulating the truth, exploiting divisions, and targeting specific groups with tailored messages, this campaign sought to undermine the democratic process itself. The $45 million campaign to destroy Kamala Harris was not just a political strategy, it was a concerted effort to erode trust in the democratic process. Backed by powerful figures like Elon Musk and Donald Trump, This campaign used sophisticated techniques to manipulate voters and spread lies. It was a warning of what could happen when private money, social media, and political agendas align in a way that undermines the integrity of elections. As we move forward, it is crucial to recognize the power of these forces and to take steps to protect the integrity of our democracy. The story of Kamala Harris's targeted destruction is just one chapter in the ongoing battle for the future of American politics. If we are to safeguard our democracy, we must confront the dark side of political manipulation and ensure that the voices of all voters are heard, not drowned out by the noise of lies and deceit. The fight for democracy continues, and the truth must always prevail.